Today we are in Nevada City, which is in Nevada County, walking along it's called Cascade Canal Trail. And we actually have a new member of our buddies today. Rosie is filling in for Energizer Bunny because Energizer Bunny hurt her back. So she's out, down for the count. And we also have Pixie, who is Rocky's sister, and tuckered out there at the front. And me, Muddypaw. And I was just reading about this canal. This was the Cascade Canal that was originally known as Leonard Ditch. It was dug in 1883 to supply water to the Idaho mine and power its Pelton wheels. So wow, look at the size of that stump. That is a giant stump. Can you imagine how big that tree used to be before they chopped it down? Wow. This canal continued to provide support to the mining operations until 1933. And now it's just a nature trail. And I think they do use this water for something, but I don't know what. Anyway, this is a shorty little trail that we're doing today. It's only 5 miles. So it's just like a warm-up trail for us, and it's all flat, so there's not a whole lot of, I don't even have my sticks with me today because I don't really need them, although I did scuff my feet on a few roots, but for the most part I think it'll be fine. Anyway, that's where we are today. I don't know if you can see this or not. It says Little Deer Creek Landscape Resilience Project to reduce the fire spread, restore forests, and improve the health of the remaining trees. So they have that going on over here. This is the access trail. We saw that actually. You go down there, and I think there's another parking lot down there. It's part of the Bear Yuba Land Trust. Oh, we can't get very far on. Oh, look at that. Somebody carved steps in that. Can you see that? That tree fell down on that trail right there. And somebody carved steps. Can you see the steps in that tree? Right there? That's cute. It's like we're going to get through this trail no matter what. Huh. That's funny. That was a big old tree too. Look at that. I love the sound of the water. Look at these cute little flowers. Can you see these little flowers? What are those? I wonder if those are those Chinese lantern things that I saw that one year. Except I thought those were white. These are pink. I wonder if they come in pink. Not Chinese lantern. What was it? Something about, oh, globe. It was something globe. Chinese globe. Well, I'll have to look it up if I can find it. I wonder what that noise is. I don't know if you can hear that in the distance. Can you hear that? It sounds like thunder. It's not thunder, but it's similar to that. It's like, it reminds me of train cars crashing together when they connect. It's currently about 76, and it's going to get to like 78 or something up here. We came up the hill a little bit from down below because it's going to be in the high 80s down where we are. So I thought we'd come up here. We're at about 2,500 feet or so. Nevada City is just above Grass Valley. We've been to Grass Valley before for a couple of things. Energizer Bunny and I went to, Empire Mine. And we've been to the Grass Valley Cemetery to see Reed Shirtliff, who was the guy who died in the Bataan Death March. Oh, look at this. Dog on premises. Well, they got their own dealy bob. Parts of this trail are privately owned, and I'm guessing that would be this is part of it, because on the sign back there it did say something about the first 800 feet of the trail. Oh, there's a man after my own heart. The trail is calling me and I must go. Somebody else's little version of a bridge. Now that's pretty smart. Belongs to that house up there, I'm guessing. That would be kind of a slippery scramble down right there. There are a few places that you can trip with some rocks that are sticking up and some roots and stuff. But otherwise it's pretty darn flat. Look at that. The base of that tree being washed away. I wonder what these are, besides full of... Oh, there's a... Let's see what that is in there. Nothing. Nothing at all. Huh. Do you want to see? I'll show you. Hold on a minute. Let me get you off of here. You want to see what's in these red boxes? Nothing. Nothing at all. They have to have a purpose. There's one right there too. I don't know if it used to be a control thing, like a gateway thing, or if they got rid of it. Oh, here's the cement bag barrier thing. That was an old bag of cement that they just stacked there as a bag, and the bag part rotted away, and now you have a cement barrier. Okay, get you snapped back on here. Wow, this is one big tree. Oh, what is that tree? Huh. Looks like I don't know. Don't know what that is. Wow. Did you hear that woodpecker? Did you hear that? It still sounds like trains clanking together, but not. Huh. This guy pulls his ladder in at night, I guess. Huh. Look at that. Now that's a view, isn't it? Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love it. See, I think that's that loop that just came out of the bench down there. Oh, Woodpecker Wildlife Preserve. Oh, perfect. That's why I can hear them so well. Pecking their little hearts out. 28-acre Preserve is owned and managed by Bear Yuba Land Trust. Maureen Rutherall. Property has been preserved for biological and recreational values. Nice. Oh, look, there's a dogwood tree. Huh. It's about time for... Can you see the dogwood? Oh, there's another one. Oh, very nice. I think that's a dogwood. Looks like a dogwood. Maybe not. Is it? It looks like one. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. Somebody will have to fill me in. Wow, that's a monster mushroom. Look at that size of that sucker. Eesh. See, that's one of those weird things, I think, where they used to be able to, I don't know if they still do, but have the little thing that comes down. Oh, yeah, it does. This little thing will come down and block the water flow if for some reason there's too much of it or not enough of it or whatever. Huh. I hear you, birdie. Wow. Look at the view out there. Can you see that view out there? Oh, way out there. Sure is pretty. This is kind of like the one we did, Shoreland Canal, except this one's prettier, because Shoreland Canal, the part that we did, was just in that one section of Auburn. Shoreland Canal actually goes way beyond what we did. And actually it does go downhill, that one does. Again, we have not weed whacker, what are those things? Leaf blowers. Again, we have leaf blowers going. There's a leaf blower going on at that house up there. But I was looking at that house and it is so cute. I don't know if I get over here and you can see it. Look at that house, isn't that cute? I think it's cute. Look at that, can you see that? That's a cute house. I don't even know if you can see that. I can't see anything. I have you on my chest, hanging around my neck. It's better than hat cam when all you see is rocks. Hat cam works well for kayaking, but that's it. No more hiking with hat cam. If you decide to come to this trail, this Cascade Canal Loop Trail or Cascade Canal Trail, whatever it's called, in Nevada City, there are no happy huts. 0 happy huts. There's 2 little parking areas. One of them is on the corner and one of them is down the road at the actual trailhead. We started at a trailhead that's not, it's like the back end trailhead. And there's Cascade Canal Access Trail, which is what we saw in the very beginning. That's where the other parking lot is, but neither parking lot has a happy hut. So you'll have to stop at someplace else, like a fast food place or a grocery store that's not too far from here to do that if you need to. Just a word of warning. Look, there's a little tunnel. That's cool. I don't know if you can see that very well, because the sun is in a weird spot. Well, I guess the sun's not in a weird spot. The sun is where it's supposed to be, in the sky. Thank heavens. Although later in the season, it's going to feel like it's not. It's going to feel like it's right here. They've done a good job keeping the poison oak down along here. I haven't seen any, in mass quantities like on that last trail we did, which you haven't seen yet because I haven't edited it. I think it's neat how they do that. with the concrete bags, and they just stack them up. And then when the paper or the canvas just disintegrates, then you have a wall, and we put a little rebar in there. It's easier. I think that's easier. They don't want you walking across that or driving, because there's a car parked over there. Trespassing, forbidden by law. No problem. Wow, that's a fresh snap, isn't it? Ugh. That must have made a lot of noise. It landed right there. We've lost the canal. Oh, that's pretty. Can you see that? Huh. Oh, we found the canal again. It goes through that pipe right there and comes back over to here. And now it's going. Can you hear that? No. Oh, look at that. Look at that big old piece of cable. That's been here a while. Ugh. That's been here a while. Steel cable from the mining stuff probably, or some construction stuff in the 30s. I don't know. A few years ago, Montana Mama and I did a trail up here in Nevada City. It was called Deer Creek Trail, and there's 2 videos about that. But it was right after I broke my ankle, so it was in 23 that I did that one. So it was somewhere around June or July, I guess. So that Deer Creek that we did back then is the water that fills this canal. So the Deer Creek water system, waterway, starts as a little trickle way up in the Sierra Nevada, up closer to like where we were doing all those hikes up in, like, Truckee, Granite Chief, that area. Not specifically those locations, but that's where Deer Creek starts. And Deer Creek, part of it was diverted to this canal. So that's where this water comes from. Wow, way down there can you hear that waterfall down there? It's kind of a rapid more than a waterfall. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see that down there? Right there, and then right there. That's way pretty. I'm assuming that's part of Deer Creek. And then it was just diverted off of here. That's pretty. It's hard to see down there through the trees and stuff, but you can definitely hear it.
How is it being pipes for?
Yeah, how's it being used?
Water.
Because there's,
Yeah.
but how's the water getting? I guess this creek gets to.
Yeah, I think the split is over here.
Look at this, isn't this cool? You can see the... Oh, look, here's some of that burlap that's original to the concrete. That's cool. Or is it? No, it just rotted away. It's just the imprint of it. Oh, that's neat. Huh. Okay, you see that right over there? The wood that's got the little green thing on it, pushing it down. That's the weir thing. Like I was showing you the red one. Pushes down because it takes this water and it goes down there and it diverts it off there and goes through that pipe. This is our lunch spot. Peanut butter and jelly, I see. Are you
Peanut butter.
Just purist. What do you got? Peanut butter and jelly.
Diane made it.
Chicken sandwich.
Chicken sandwich, okay. We have
Oh,
cottage
you got
cheese.
peanut butter too?
Cottage cheese
But you
and
didn't
some
put
chips
jam on
and
it?
some
I
carrots.
just do it
and an
plain
egg.
Simple. I like it with jam too, but
This is not a bad lunch spot.
Eating gummies.
I was good.
Somebody's carved stuff into this wall. There's a fish. There's a word. I can't tell what that is. Oh, Jesus saves. And then the fish. And then a heart. Can you see that? I wonder if it would come out on... Oh, yeah, it does. Interesting. Oh, look, here's some more writing. What does that say? Don't know. Have to work on that one. Dawn and Risa. MM something something something. I can't read it. So we're heading back. We only did 2.5 miles out, 2.5 miles in. Wow, look at the size of that tree. Look how big that thing is. Wow. It is huge. So we can just do a nice round 5 miles, which isn't too bad. It's a warm-up hike. When we were eating lunch, I didn't have the camera on, but this guy was walking down the trail and came up behind Tuckered Out, who was sitting, around the corner, and he had a yellow lab that was all wet, been playing in the water, but the dog's name was Sydney. It was a female, and she was so cute. She came up and was sniffing Tuckered Out's apple, and she was talking, but didn't notice the dog come up. And then the guy goes, "Am I late? Did I miss the party?" And I was eating carrots, and so I'm like, "Can your dog have a carrot?" And he goes, "Oh, she eats carrots all the time." So she shared my carrots with Sydney. She chomped on those carrots. She's so cute. Big yellow lab. She's one of the burly kind, with the big head. Kind of stocky build. Cute dog, though. Oh, well, look, that's what's in there, I guess. They supposed to have a filter or something in there. Can you see that filter thing? It looks like some kind of loofah almost. Then it says Pump Tech. So somebody pumps water out of there. Interesting. So we're still on our way back. We're at the... Uh-oh. That was not a duck, that was the phone. We just hit the 2 mile mark. We had lunch at the 2.5 mile mark. Now we're going back, so we're just taking our time. Well, I'm taking my time, because I always do. We've seen all of this already, well, most of it, on the way in, so not a lot of new sights to see on this side, on this going back. So it's a little breezy. It feels good, actually. Okay, I think we're taking this little stairway down instead of, because we came from straight ahead, we came this way. I don't know how these cars get down here. I don't know if they live here or if they just come down here. I don't know how they get down here. Oh, that must be straight, because I did see a sign up there. We're going this way. can hear the water in there. Can you hear the water in there? Can you hear that? The water's running through there. Not a lot of water under here. It looks like a, oh, there's a can. Looks like a seasonal stream of some sort. Oh, look at that big giant burlap sack concrete wall with all of the burlap rotted away. And it just left the imprint of the burlap on the concrete. I think that's so neat. Cool. I saw this earlier when we were going out the other way. This tree, root ball, look at how long the tree is. You probably can't see very well, but it goes way, 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 way out there. Way out there. Can you see that? How way out there it goes? There's that tree root ball. Now watch how far out it goes. All the way down here. All the way down here. Keep going. All the way down here. All the way down here. Keep going. And see that. Well, here. You see, well, there you go. You see that tipped up one right there? It's past that too. That tree over there that went down. It's clear over here by that, kind of by that tipped up one. It's still going though. And I think it ends right there. It's a little bit long. I saw that on the way in the other direction, and I think I had the camera off. That's a cool shot, isn't it? You got the water, you got the bend, you got the canal levee, and then it goes straight out to the canyon. That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot. I like that. Very neat. See that red thing right there that goes down and stops the water was like that one we saw back where we had lunch. The green one that had the wood stacked there. It was twisted down, stopping the water and diverting it to this one instead of the other one. And there's that noise again. Can you hear that? They sound like charges, because there's a pop and then there's a series of like that, and it sounds like they're blowing something up. Can you hear that? Yeah, I think that's what they're doing. There's probably an aggregate mine or something up here that they're, yeah. So in the way in, I mentioned that this water comes from the Deer Creek watershed, which starts up in the Sierra Nevada, farther up, like by Truckee and Tahoe area. And this water comes from, it's siphoned off from the South Yuba Canal system, which includes Deer Creek and Little Deer Creek. Some sources say that this thing was built in 1883, and other sources say that it was built in the 1850s. So I think both are true. I think it was originally a little, segmented thing that they needed just for specific mines in the 1850s for the gold rush. But I think in 1883 they really got down to business and connected it all and made it, what it is now, because this has been going, it provided water for the mines up until the mid-30s, 1930s. So it's at least 140 years old, if not almost 200. 100 and, what would that be? 1850s. And this is 26, so, okay, 175. So it's been around a while. Oh look, nature's trash can. Huh, that's interesting. Didn't see that on the way in. I can hear the road. We're getting back to the car. We have less than half a mile to go. So, and there's that giant stump that we saw on the way in. There's a bit of elevation. You know, it's like double what I'm used to, but not too bad. And it's not hot. It's warm. It's 78, I think, right now, which is better than 86 where back at home. So that's good. And it's mostly shady, which has been excellent. And it looks like we're getting back at the gate. So this is where we started. Okay, people, what did you think of the trail?
Great.
Loved it.
Loved it.
Look at us.
Loved
We
it.
did it.
Yay. What'd you think of the
Did it!
Yay.
Now we're enjoying air conditioning.
In the brand new car. Nice ride. All right. Yep, that's it. We are out of here in the new ride. The new ride. Nice new ride. Not my new ride. So, thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you later.